Okay, guys, we're going to take a look at this new gimbal that was sent out to me for review. This is the Ashwan S2 Smart Gimbal. Now, this is promoted as the industry standard for gimbals. I've used a number of gimbals as a professional photographer, so we're going to definitely see if this gimbal is all that it's cracked up to be. Now, if you look at the back of the box here, you can get an idea of exactly what you're going to get from this gimbal. This one does have an OLED display. It has focus and zoom features. It has your 360 infinity inception mode, which is very cool if you're into cinematic video content. You have your built-in light, so it's a full light. You have an integrated extension rod, so this can telescope. You have built-in microphones, and you have a smartphone app. All of those are going to be included with this gimbal, and you even find here on the box the QR code for downloading the Ashwan app. All right, so let's open this box and see exactly what we get. All right, guys, so in the box is this wonderful looking little case. I do like that. I love the fact that it has these molded areas on the back that also makes it really easy to grip. And it also has a nice little carry handle. So if you're just walking around with your gimbal, that's going to come in handy as well. All right, so let's take a look at exactly what comes in the box. Ta-da! All right, so the first things we're going to be greeted with, guys, is obviously the gimbal, the tripod, and some charging cables. It looks like we also have a little manual over here. Yes, so there is a starter manual that comes with this. I do recommend reading it. I'll go through a few of the things that I've noticed. Now, this looks like a multi-language manual, so this should be very easy regardless of which language you're trying to, use this gimbal. You should be able to find everything you need, including, here again is some tutorials on the gimbal itself, as well as how to download the app and install this directly onto your phone. All right, so let's get to it. So in this box here, we have a number of cables. So we have a USB-C to USB-A cable, that's one. We have a USB-C to USB-C, which is a right angle cable, that's really nice. And you also have a Lightning to USB-C, and that's most likely going to be for connecting the gimbal directly to your phone. Now, it does come with a little tripod. Let's take a look at that. Now, this does feel really nice in the hand, guys, very robust. I've used a number of these tripods with a ton of different gimbals. I can say this one does look really nice. I like the padding here for where it makes contact with the 1/4-20. The legs feel very sturdy, and this is also going to double as your hand grip when you're using it. That's nice. All right, so here is our actual gimbal. Yeah, this thing feels really well built, guys. It does not feel like a toy at all. And you guys can see here, you have your A and B mode button right here. You have your front trigger right here in the front. You have your joystick, your record button, your power button. You have your zoom rocker here. You have a kind of like a cold shoe mount here. So if you wanted to mount maybe a light or a microphone or something like this receiver on here, you could. Okay, so let's get this set up and I'll show you guys how to connect this to your phone and get this balance for your specific phone. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, to quickly install the app, all you have to do is open the manual, and that's going to take you over here where you'll find these QR codes. If your phone is very sensitive, you may want to block some of the other QR codes so it doesn't get confused. That's what I'm going to do here. And I'm just going to take my phone with the camera app already open, and that's going to allow me to scan the QR code just like that. I can tap here, and then it's going to take you to this page. Now, you have some options here. What you want to do is go to your store's app store. So in my case, that would be Google Play for this Android phone. It would be, if it was an iPhone that I was using, it would be to their app store. And you just click here. It's going to take you to that app and then just hit install, and you're going to be good to go from there. So we'll revisit this when we connect this back to the gimbal here in just a second. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, depending if you actually want to use the tripod, if you do, this also has a little lanyard connection here. So if you're, clumsy like me and drop things, you might want to attach a lanyard to this. But this just screws in with the 1/4-20, and that's just going to screw in just like this. Be careful not to over thread it or over tighten. But now we have this set up. So then all we have to do at this point is set our gimbal on the tabletop, and we're going to be ready to set this up with our phone. Okay guys, you're going to have two options when it comes to how you're going to orient your phone. You can orient the phone in portrait or in landscape. And it does have an auto feature where you can switch between portrait and landscape. Now there's little locks on the gimbal, one here and one right here. You do need to unlock this in order to free this up, just like here. Let's free that one, and then we can free this one up. Now remember, your light is going to be front facing, so when you're looking at the gimbal and you're setting it up for your phone, you're going to set it up with this orientation, so you'll have your buttons facing you, and then the gimbal is going to be facing away. Now, as far as the phone mount itself, you can rotate this between landscape and portrait, just like so. And then it's very simple at that point to add your phone. So let me grab a phone. Okay, so to put the phone in, all you're going to do is just press like so, and then you're going to fit the phone in. Now you see automatically this wants to flop, right? Because it is currently out of balance. So in order to balance this, you're going to slide this little arm here down until you come to a point where the phone can stay upright. And depending on the weight of your phone, you may have to do quite a few adjustments to get it right. Okay, so now the phone for the most part is balanced in this orientation. And then you also want to balance the phone in the rotation. So you can adjust that by either adjusting this up or down. You guys see how that goes up or down? That's going to add additional balance to your phone, because the goal is to get the phone to sit upright like this. But this balancing point right here is the most important. Okay, so let's power this on and see if I got it set up right. So we're just going to hit the power button, and hopefully there's enough power to start it up. And boom, just like that, it is ready to go. So now I can switch this between the different modes. Now currently this is in pan follow. Pan follow means that whenever you move the gimbal, whichever direction you move it, the gimbal is going to follow. So if I pan in this direction, the phone's going to move that way. If I go this way, and so on, right? Now you can switch between the different modes. So when it comes to the different modes, you can control them from the joystick by just depressing the joystick. Right now I have this set in lock mode. So that means wherever I move this, regardless of where I move it, the phone is going to always be facing in the same direction. I can tap this again, and that's going to change. So like now I have it in pan follow. So now it will follow whichever position I have the gimbal set at. And if I tap it again, we're now in follow. So now this is going to go pretty much whichever direction. So if I turn the phone downward, it's going to go there. If I bring the phone up, it's going to go up. So it's just a matter of, playing with some of these features, guys. You can go through them, like I said, by just tapping on this joystick. Now it's back in lock mode. So if you're worried about being able to walk around and your phone stay in the same position, that's going to be great for kind of your walk and talk type of scenarios. So that can really come in handy. So that is another feature that really makes this little phone gimbal shine. So you got a lot of flexibility here, and then you can do a double tap on the trigger to reset. So like I said, you also have the zoom feature, and you have your toggle right here on the side. Now, when you have the app open, you're going to be able to either record or take a photo. That's really nice. Okay, guys, so now we have the app connected to our phone. We can go through and we can change the different modes. We have time lapse, we have video mode, we have photo mode, we have panoramic, we have this Hitchcock feature, which is kind of more a push and pull type of effect. It's something that you would see in motion pictures. You have your Inception, and then you have some other move modes that you can use as well. And it does give you some demonstrations of how to utilize these. So all of these modes are accessible within the app itself. Now, you don't have to use this app in order to use the gimbal. You can use any phone app that you have, but you do have features like your face mode where it will track the face, the body, or objects. That comes in really nicely when you're doing product videos and you want to keep it in the center of focus. Or if you're walking and talking and following someone, you want to be able to focus on their face and then keep them for face tracking. All right, so that's some of the features that this gimbal has. This gimbal is packed with a ton of features, guys. So overall, guys, in a nutshell, I really like the design of this. I like the feel of this gimbal. It feels very, very good in the hand. So if you're looking for a high quality gimbal, you know, for your smartphone, this could be exactly what you're looking for. You know, it comes with pretty much everything. Comes with a nice little travel case. All of the features, there are quite a few features in this gimbal. And like I said, there is a smartphone app, so you can download the smartphone app. That's going to unlock a ton of other features with this gimbal. In the future, I will probably do some other videos showing you guys in detail how I run a gimbal like this for a smartphone. Even sometimes on my professional jobs, I will just be running around with the phone because they are great for B-roll for most productions. So yeah, definitely check it out, guys. This is the Ashwan S2 Smart Gimbal. I do like it, so definitely give this one a shot. All right, guys, it's been Rome with Rome Knows Tech, and I will catch you in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace. I am out.